So every time I talk to you, and every time you talk to me, we've got the ability of being relationship building, above the line, or relationship destroying, below the line. And it's very fragile. And even if you've been in a relationship for 10, 15, 20 years, the quality of the language that comes out of your mouth and has to go across this filter of the relationship is either going to keep building it or take little chunks away from it. But we do have to pay attention to what we're saying, because it does have the ability of doing something to this relationship. And you're all sitting around talking about, I don't know, whether you've been sleeping well or not. And then one of you says, oh my God, you know, laying next to Peter at night, you know, with his snoring. I know you can't help it, darling, can you? But I mean, oh my God, you know, and what do you think Peter is feeling? Because although it's everyone's laughing and joking about it, and they've got a Michael or a Steve or you know, or a Bill or somebody who does the same thing, it's like there's a criticism here, and he can't help it. This is what he does, and you've just talked about it in public. Something as small as that can be quite diminishing. And this is where all the conflict in relationship comes in. Above her head and above his head is a big empty banner. Okay? And in that banner is the story that they bring into the relationship. And when you get into a relationship and there is conflict, it's because these two stories are starting to relate to each other, not Francine and Mark. When I'm working with couples, individuals, what I'm doing is I'm giving them the skills and the strategies so that they use their past for information. That's just information. That isn't what I want them driving into. I want them to be aware of it. I don't want them to disrespect it, because the resources you had available back there then were the best ones for you. But when I give you new resources to work with, I don't want it being Groundhog Day. So that's kind of like, when you think about your life right now, if you are driving using the rear view mirror, you might want to ask yourself perhaps, you know, do I want to change things? Because the old wiring, this story that I made up way back there then, may not fit me now. You know your story inside out. So you know exactly what it is that you brought to that relationship. And the fun thing about that is that when you know your story, it makes it much easier for you to understand the other person's story. Or if you're single and you're going out there dating, what's great is if you know your story, you can spot somebody else's pretty quick. And the way you can spot it is in their language, because of what they say. And you hear it coming out over and over. No, I wasn't really very much understood. No, because I don't know what it was, she just didn't listen to me. And I just, you know, it didn't matter what I said, I couldn't make myself heard. So we absolutely know that his story is, no one listens to me, or I'm not important enough, or I don't get heard. You know, and it's your people's language will tell